man is a waste of time. All right, to man is a waste of time. So what the man actually want is, can it actually work? Can we have this chemistry? You know, but in the church girl, chemistry is difficult to grow because there is always a third party to mediate within both, and that is the church. If I use the word pastor, it might be so limited. The church, because a lot of people are in the church.
Family, welcome back to my channel. Yes, it's been long I showed this piece. Yeah. I'm happy to be in this space again today. And today I have my lovely husband with me. And babe, tell them who you be now.
Well, my name is Chinedu, aka Bishop. And I'm happy to be here, at least to share my views based on the questions she feels she want to ask me. And she believe I have a lot, maybe, probably question me and hear a lot of things that inspires minds and all that.
All right.
I just feel, let me just give my views on whatever she feels that she wants to ask.
Alright guys, and we are going to be snacking on grapes. Sorry, this is supposed to be a mukbang, but then my little princess didn't sleep on time, and as such we are doing this video very late. Alright guys, I have always wanted to know why slay queens get married on time than the church girls. And today I have my husband here and I want to ask him a lot of questions because I've always wanted to know, why does this happen? You see a girl, a very good church girl, not really a very good, but then you see this person, she's a church girl, she goes to church, she ties her hair and all that, but at the end of the day you see that girl that people feel, in quotes, that she's spoiled and all that, getting the good men, getting married on time, you know, and you want to ask yourself, what really happened? What is happening? Why is it this way? Why is it not the other way? And as such, today we are here to talk about this. I want to learn, and I'm sure you out there also want to know why this happened. Now we the ladies cannot answer this question. The men, whoa, what did they really want? So in this video we are going to be discussing that. If this sounds like what you want to know about, please continue watching till the end. So babe, let's start.
Okay.
Who is a slay queen and who is a church girl? Please look at the lens.
Okay, slay queen. To my own definition or description of a slay queen, I feel is girls that want to present themselves, you know, to the limelight, or who want to, you know, showcase themselves, because I believe every woman is a flower, and they have that right concept that they need to put themselves what's actually flower look like. And then, you know, it's only when you come to the limelight that you can be seen. And then people have to seek the value in you, or want to get close to you, want to know you. Those things that triggers, you know, people actually what you want. You know, that's where people I see that we might be calling slay queen. That is my own view.
Okay. The church girl.
The church girls are those ones in the church, and they actually, in quotes, want to live on the doctrines that the church have laid.
Oh.
Yes, they want to live on the doctrine that the church have laid. You know, tie their scarf, wear their simple clothes, dress in the way that they want to please the pastor, so that the church will not be seeing them, in quotes, as spoiled girls, you know. That is just the simple way to define them. It doesn't mean they're righteous per se, but you know, this kind of, I always see it as, I always describe this as girls who have these fear factors in them, because of they don't want their pastor to say this, or they don't want them, there's this kind of fear of unknown, and that have to keep them so shabby in their way of look.
Okay.
So that's what I say.
All right. Now, why do slave queens get married on time, or get the good men, or get the rich men, or they get the good men or get married on time? Than when you compare the rate at which the slave queens get married and the rate at which the church girls get married, you find out that the slave queens, they get married on time than the church girls. Why does this happen? Why? Why is it not the other way?
Normally,
look at the next.
Well, normally, it's only when things come to the limelight that can be seen.
Okay.
Right? You can't be in your holes. But apart from that, something gets attracted to every human.
Okay.
All right? Yeah, we might be talking about love. Before love comes to be, something triggers love.
Uh-huh.
Yes, I know when we were growing up as teenagers, they always use this quote, love at first sight. But to me as a person, such doesn't exist. Okay. I see it lost at first sight. Something must trigger a man when he sees a woman. Maybe the girl is looking, sports, polish, the way she presents herself, the way the girl presents herself,
okay,
makes a man want to sight her from far and want to get close to her and want to know more about her. Okay. So by so doing, the only people that put themselves in that limelight are those people we describe as slave queen. Okay. So by so doing, it's only when you come close that you begin to know this person, okay, and love begin to take place. When love is taking place, it comes in various ways. And of course, what attracts me to someone else might be different what attracts to another person. But when we begin to see values, interests begin to build, okay, and then begin to desire each other. So slave queen understand this concept. It's only when you come close, you begin to nurse on that. And they can present their value to the man who come close, and they might begin to admire her, and then begin to build themselves, grow in love. But when it comes to church girls, everybody is scared.
Are you trying to say these church girls are scared of bringing themselves out there?
It's not even, one thing is there's always this free of expression when it comes to meeting someone, all right? Okay. There's always, because of YouTube, I have to mind my words. That this concept of when a man is trying to talk to a woman, of course, definitely something is going to transpire within both of them. Okay. Is always there. But in slave queen, there's every tendency that such a thing will occur. It can be, it might not be, but because she has presented herself to the limelight, and the man comes close, maybe probably, I want to take her in, that kind of stuff. Okay. And then either they might go or they might not. So, but with time, they begin to learn each other. But in the church girls, the man himself, maybe talking to the girl, he might be seeing the man as, I'm holy.
Yeah,
I'm holy.
Okay.
Let's not talk about this.
Yes. Okay.
All right. And then
they want you to go through their pastor.
Yes, they give you, there's a condition already that is actually, to man, is a waste of time. All right, to man is a waste of time. So what the man actually want is, can it actually work? Can we have this chemistry? But in the church girl, chemistry is difficult to grow because there is always a third party to mediate within both, and that is the church. If I use the word pastor, it might be so limited. The church, because a lot of people are in the church. It might be the Sunday school teacher who is actually looking at the girls, how are they moving, or one elder in the church, or one father or one mother. So it makes them a little bit restricted, reserved. not to actually
Express
themselves fully. Maybe those guys, even within the church circles, instead of even getting involved or engaged or playing along even within the church, they still go outside. Alright? Because that is where they can easily express themselves. Alright, so basically in the church, I think the church girls are finding it difficult to mingle with the church guys.
Okay.
Because of these fear factors.
So, in essence, what you're trying to tell me is, first of all, the way you present yourself.
Yeah.
Okay. The way you present yourself.
Yeah.
Will first of all get the man attracted to you.
Yes.
That is, according to what you said, the first thing that comes in is lust.
Yes.
And then from lust, love develop.
Yes.
If I'm right.
Something must pull you.
Okay. Now, in all, what you're trying to say is this lady must first of all present that thing that will attract the man to her.
Yes.
It doesn't really mean the lady
It's
dressing
really
shabby or.
Yeah, that is true.
You understand?
Yeah, it doesn't mean you need to like be hall or whatever.
Okay.
Like, okay, let me just give this description.
Okay.
There are ladies, when you see them dress, like if you go to bank, there are some ladies you see, they wear some nice, ironed clothes. When you see their dressing, see the way they make up their hairs, they look, man, irresistible kind of. You want to talk to them, you want to say hi to them and all of that. So, and if it's only present in some church now, I'm like stepping up on that kind of concept. So that alone makes a man want to say hi to a woman.
Okay.
Not taking her for granted. Because there's one thing, the way you present yourself or the way you dress, then they will address you. It doesn't mean that all slave queens dress posh. There's some that are still not yet, that really don't get the concept of what I mean by dressing to the rim light. When you present yourself well, right, you will see when a man want to talk to you, he will also have to comport himself as well to talk to you. So that is it.
All right. Now, what attracts a lady to a man? Am I repeating this question? But I think what really gets a man attracted to a lady, is this unique to every man? Like what gets this man attracted, to this lady is different from what gets the other man attracted to the other lady.
Yes. Men varies based on their desire, their lust.
Okay.
Understand me? There are some men that love it big. There are some men that love it skinny.
Okay.
All right. So, but in one shell, all of them goes in lust.
Okay.
Yes, because lust is what brings one closely. It's when you see that thing that, man, this is actually nice. I like this way it is and all that. So you move towards it. It can click and then it start flowing.
Okay.
Understand me? Then but something already has pulled you along, has bring you close to this particular person. So it's all varies. It is not specific, like this is what bring a woman to a man, or what brings a man to a woman. It all varies based on individual interest and individual lust.
Okay. Individual lust. Now, what keeps a man, or should I say, what do men really want?
What do men really?
Do they want a sleeping with a touch of church girl, or a church girl with a touch of sleeping? Don't get.
Okay. I think I get you right.
Yeah.
Because
sorry to cut you short. It's one thing to actually have gotten this man attracted to you.
Okay.
And then it's another thing to keep this man.
Okay.
You understand?
Okay. I get you right. What I have to say here is a man, not just a man, everyone wants something good.
Okay.
Everyone wants something good.
Okay.
Like I have had somebody via Facebook, he says, if you're looking for a man with a car, you got to locate it where you are parking your own car too. All right. So everyone wants something good, but because of the way our society is, it's as if the women are on the side of vulnerability, kind of, due to their species as a woman. A man will not take dominance in all things. So it makes a woman want to actually see how to sustain her relationship. But the first thing there is, number one thing, is not just about holding a man, it's about getting the responsible man. That is number one thing. When you get the responsible man first, a man that is responsible, that is first. Secondly, is adding value to your own personal life as a woman.
Okay.
Values is not about value about getting education alone, domestic value,
Okay.
financial value,
Okay.
so that you as a person can be a blessing to generation, even to his life too.
Okay.
Losing you, woman, will be so difficult. But when you begin to live a life of independence, it begins to choke. You begin to be a burden to him. And he begins to see you less valued.
A life of dependence.
Yes, a life of independence. He begins to see you less valued. There's nothing, you're not adding up and all of that. So it begins so irritating. Yes. It begins so irritating. So he begins to like, but where you're adding value and he's seeing the result, you are growing, he will come on, get a hold on to you, and he doesn't want to lose you. So I think these are the things that can make a man, stay. Not just a man, also the woman too. You as a man, if you're not actually advancing, and the lady is actually advancing, so it's vice versa too as well. Mm-hmm. But because we're talking about the male here, sustaining, holding onto a man, I think the woman needs to add value to her life.
Okay.
Not just adding value to her life, make sure she has or she's with a responsible man. Okay.
Now, what advice? In this discussion, we've been able to see who is sleeping eggs. Mm-hmm. We've also understood the difference between a sleeping and a church girl. And we've really found out that the notion we have about sleepings as being those who dress shabby and all that are not really who the sleepings are. You made us understand that the sleepings are those that want to bring themselves to the limelight. Mm-hmm. They want to be seen. They want people to see them. Yeah. And you said that first of all, you have to bring yourself out to the point where people can actually see you before they will get attracted to you. Yeah. Lustfully. Okay? Yeah. Now when they do that, when the lust thing come in and they get to know you, that is where love develop. And for this love to develop, there must be a value you have as a woman. So it's not all about getting the man, it's about also having the values that can make this man stay.
Yes.
Now, what advice do you have for the church girls? Because they don't really understand that you can still go to church, serve God, and still look good. Some just believe that for you to be a church girl, you don't have to look good. And with what you've said, I've come to understand that being a sleeping is not even about you dressing expensive.
Sure.
Okay, it's about you dressing, because you actually made mention of the bank people, how their clothes is neatly ironed and all that. So, what advice do you have for the church girls, in quotes? Can they still serve God and look good?
Yes. I think I have had this quote that says, holiness, cleanliness is close to holiness. That's way that's
next to holiness.
Okay, next to holiness. Thank you. The only thing I know is from the church girls is there is a fear
Okay.
within them. It takes few among them that pull themselves from this shallow. Like, I'm not trying to say every girl must wear trousers,
Okay.
but there is something that gives you fitting. There's something that gives you the fashion that you need. There's something that makes you, when you see yourself, it doesn't mean you are a sinner, it doesn't mean you're sleeping around, but look inward, polish yourself. Make yourself, whether you're going to church, make sure you dress to that point where you can tell yourself, I'm cool.
Okay.
Right? So, and two, which is very, very important, that somebody say hello to you doesn't require you must respond in saucy or look him as not being in the church, or he's a sinner or whatever thing. You know, this particular question you asked me is so broad, because it's not just advising them based on the way of dressing, like dressing to the to where they will get attracted. It's also about how you welcome discussions, views, interactions, all of those things. Like, somebody might say, "Hi, how are you?" And you see a girl say, "Come on," that kind of stuff. You know, they feel so irritated because when someone says, "How are you?" So all those things are incorporated in it. Not just about your polish, the way you talk, the way you respond, the way you address with people. So it also matters. But one thing is there is wisdom. Wisdom to be able to respond. See, I think girls from the church should just seek for wisdom.
Okay.
You understand me? The wisdom to actually, let's say, designing spirit, kind of, you know. If I have to talk to you, the way you respond to me, we give us time to talk more. We make you to understand, who is this man? What kind of thought, what kind of man is he? What is in his brain? Where is he going? You know, mostly.
What's the vision?
What is the vision? What is this man going? Where is he driving to?
When you don't give opportunity for
Yes,
someone,
you won't actually have such discussions, you know. And two, a man talk to you. For example, a man who want to approach you, two things are involved. Either he want to take advantages of you, probably you're gonna like be weak and all of that. But if you know yourself, you know where you are heading to as a woman, you know what you want. You question based on that your stand. You want to ask him question based on what you actually have as a view. And when it is not actually tiring up, you just have to disengage, because you know he's not working in the line of what he wants. All right. So I think the church getting to like understand these concepts, you know.
Stop being judgmental.
It's actually broad based.
Yeah,
Seriously.
stop being judgmental. Like, you know, you don't just have to see a guy because you feel he has you know, the way he dressed, he's not putting on tie, he's not doing this, and then you just
or what he is doing at the moment,
nice.
Like but when you engage this person and talk, you know that this person have a lot stock upstairs. Okay. It's just that he needs to like break the camel's back for him to.
And I think we are not perfect. So I don't see you expecting someone to be perfect in all. Like, that's the problem we have. We always want this perfect kind of human being. You want a man, you don't want a man that, you know, smokes or drinks. You don't want a man that, you know, cheats. You don't want a man that does this. You don't want a man that does that. You don't want a man that... Sometimes you just stick to those things that you can actually deal with. Okay, if this man drinks, if he's the type that drinks, like for me, I don't have a problem with a man that drinks responsibly. That's me. Now, but, and I know, like my husband knows, I don't want a man that smokes. Okay, but then it doesn't mean when a man that smokes approach me, I should just like, you know, chase him away with my words, like, no, I don't deal with smokers, or I don't deal with people that drink, or stuff like that. So I just feel we shouldn't be judgmental when we meet anyone, whether a man or a female, or a woman or a lady. Let's try to get to know people before we judge them. All right, guys, I hope you've learned a lot from him, like I have, because I've always wanted to know, why does this happen? Why is it not the church girls that are getting the men, you know, getting married to the men and all that? And today I've really understand what the problem is, where we can actually tackle the problem and all that. Thank you, babe, for showing your face. Guys, help me beg him. You need to see how God, for over a month, for over 2 months I've been begging for this video, and finally, please help me beg him in the comment section to always show his face in this channel. So
I will do when I have the free time. Of course, you know, I'm always busy.
All right, guys. Wow. I've learned a lot today, and I know you have done the same thing. So if you think this is some things you want to know about this channel, or things
any topic you feel you want to ask, or you want to question, or you want us to talk about it, no problem, just come on board
in the comment section.
Make your comments about it, then we're going to share views on that.
Wow, thank you. That shows that someone is finally going to grace this channel from time to time. All right, beautiful fam, I want to thank you. If you've watched up to this point, I want to thank you for staying by. And please, if you've not subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please click that red subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, so that you get notified anytime I post a new video, and you can come check it out. I post videos about health because I'm a health personnel. I post video about family, food, a lot of things you want to know. See, I want to learn from you as much as you want to learn from me. So click that red subscribe button. Let's become the Cases family. Until we come your way next time, I want to say
bye bye.